I started taking Suboxone in August of 2015, and I'm still on it to this day, 8 years later. Suboxone saved my life. For many years, I tried to get sober, you guys. I was in and out of rehab. I've been to 7 treatment centers, copious amounts of sober livings, and even a little old prison stint. And I could not get sober through abstinence-only recovery for the life of me. I would get it. I would do the meetings. I would get a sponsor. I would work the steps. But about 6 to 9 months into that shit, I would relapse every single time. I'll never forget how afraid I was when I went into treatment the last time because my son had been taken from me by CPS. And if I didn't get sober, I was going to lose custody of my son. I had already fucked up while I was in treatment and got busted for having my husband deliver me Xanax while I was in rehab. So I was really on thin ice with my caseworker. And I knew that I had to sober up or else. So when I got out of treatment and my husband picked me up and he told me that he was on Suboxone, I was so mad at him, you guys, because I had been taught for years that the only way to get sober was through abstinence-only recovery in AA or NA. And if you didn't do it that way, then it wasn't correct, it wasn't right, you weren't in recovery, you certainly were not sober. And so for that first week of my recovery, I white-knuckled it and I was struggling. And something just told me, give it a try, give it a try. And my husband took me to his doctor and we sat down and my doctor explained it to me just like this. He said, this medication was created for people just like you, Nicole. People who have been trying to fit into the abstinence-only box and have not had success in doing it that way. This medication can change your life. And he said, what have you always done? And I told him, I have always done AA. I have always done meetings and I have always relapsed at around 6 or 9 months. And he said, then why are you doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results? Why don't you give this a try? Why don't you do something different this time? And I did. And I've been sober ever since. Best decision of my life. I'll be on Suboxone for the rest of my life. And I don't care what anyone else has to say. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm thriving. I'm a mother to my son today. And nobody can make me feel ashamed. Nobody can make me second guess my recovery. The best decision I ever made was getting on Suboxone. It helped me to change my life.